I fucking love it, dude. That's what we use a lot at work.
I mean, that's kind of liking my Jeep for that, dude. I just lay the seats down. It's got plenty of room in that fucking thing.
Yeah, amen, man. Amen.
Dude, you gotta have a chop top van. Let's go. Like El Camino.
Yeah, bro, come on. We got some El Caminos at the junkyard. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't feel like dying today.
Do it with a Chrysler Pacifica.
Ew.
Well, I'm not saying use the Pacifica motor. I mean, you got El Caminos. Just do a swap.
I just hate the fucking Pacificas, dude. They suck.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like 04, 05, 06, 7, 8. You know, like
They suck.
those years. Yeah, those are the ones I'm used to fucking with, like tearing apart for parts or fucking. It's always a damn engine cradle for those. I don't know what the hell goes on with them engine cradles, but I think it's rot where those pockets where bolts are. They're like some sort of like rubber, and it just like falls apart.
We'll get you a Honda Odyssey.
Oh, amen. Plenty of them. Easy fucking work on. Loads of people got them. Loads of parts
2003.
around.
They never die.
Yeah, we got an O2 with like 335,000 miles at our car lot.
Yeah, yeah, they never die. They just live.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got another one that's maroon one. It's only got 137,000 miles. I was like, fuck, dude. That's just broke in, you know?
Yeah,
Or
it's
not even.
barely breaking it in.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, fuck. The only reason I probably ain't sold yet is because one of the doors looks like shit because somebody hit something.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you ain't too worried about cosmetics, just want a cheap, fucking, reliable van. There it is.
Yeah, I gotta get something that's super fuel efficient.
Get you a Honda Civic, man. Cheaper than cheap.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Either a Civic or a, God, what is it? The CRV?
Yeah.
Cheaper,
Yeah, those are a little more
cheaper.
expensive, but usually, but you know.
Yeah, I
I
mean, you
guess
can
that's
find
what
like
year? What you're looking at?
I'm looking at like the 09 to 11. They had that HK2 motor. That fucking thing was like bulletproof.
I don't know anything about those numbers for the engines. Once you get past like the H's and the B's, I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Yeah.
I'm your like early 2000s or older guy. I don't know anything about that newer shit. I don't work on.
Well, the Honda Odyssey, the like late 2000 or the early 2000 ones, like
This is kind of like a multi-tool.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
bro.
99 to like 05, I think. Dude,
Something like that,
those
yeah.
things will go forever.
Yep.
Yeah, they had that V6 motor.
Yep. Before the garbage one, where you have all kinds of fucking problems.
That's when my dad's like,
Yeah, they recalled that
I
motor.
don't like it. I just like having
Well,
an
with all the
arsenal
problems,
in
it was
my
only there for
inventory.
like a year, like a full model year.
Mm.
They had a bunch of recalls on the line. Nope, costing money.
Yeah. Kia did the same thing with their fucking four banger.
Their whole fucking line is blowing up now. Anything from like 17 and up is just trash.
Oh, good thing I got a 13 Sorento then.
Yeah, they're all blowing up. They're all they implode. Literally implode. They don't explode. They implode.
So many.
Yeah, yeah, fuck, don't doubt it, dude. We got a free engine from the dealership in our 13 Hyundai Sonata. Kia, Hyundai doing the same fucking thing in my opinion.
They are. They're sick company.
Yeah, exactly. And they were like, yeah, it's under warranty. Fucking little four banger turd. Only has like 80,000 miles on the car. It's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell's wrong with your four banger that you got fucking bearing shit problems falling apart?
They had bad knock sensor programming.
And there were other parts too that failed. Camshaft was a huge issue on those.
Yeah.
They would just rub raw. And
Yeah, that's what I read was there's like actual bearings, I guess, would just fucking like, is disintegrate the right word?
yeah,
or?
they would disintegrate. Yeah, they would literally disintegrate.
Yeah, they just had so many problems with that four cylinder. That's why when I looked at, I only know this because I looked into buying this Sorento, you know, years ago. I got it in 16 and it's a 13. And I was like, well, if it's a fucking V6, we're okay, but then four cylinders got problems. And it was a V6, so I was like, all right, we're buying it. The only thing I got a problem with is the intake manifold runner control valve or the actual intake itself where the flapper's at.
Yeah, that's an easy fix.
Yeah, I look at that thing and I'm like, man, it still runs good. I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah, yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it's just got an engine light on. Fuck it, don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
I was like, they never used to have that bullshit on the cars, and then they wanted to get better fuel efficiency. It's always better fuel efficiency creating problems with these cars and their engineering.
Well, because people have become accustomed to power, right? Especially
Mhm.
here in like the United States. When we try to get on the highway, we need merging. You know, like you need some sort of acceleration, you need some torque and power behind it.
Oh yeah.
And so they're pushing this fucking bullshit fuel economy fucking crap. And so the only way to do that is to engineer it. You can't
Yep.
just slap fucking, bigger, carb or, larger fuel injectors. No, you have to engineer that shit with computers and technology and all this shit.
You know what the problem is the government's telling them they have to.
Yep. Yeah, oh yeah, it's EPA.
It's fucking, it's, there comes a point where it just ain't gonna get better. We are only at a certain point in technology. Like, you just gotta quit fucking putting your head in the places
You
where it
know?
don't belong.
You know they're saying by 2030 that the fuel efficiency on every vehicle will have to be 50
Yeah, Sweeney's
mpg.
red eyes, right? Yeah, Sweeney's
Get
red
fucking
eyes.
out of here.
Yeah, dude, they passed that like 4 months ago because of Biden and his fucking bullshit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I don't want to
same.
go on that topic.
Yeah.
He
by,
he could have he
Yeah,
fucking
he does
just
check advantage.
fine.
by 2030, they're saying 50 mpg. If you cannot achieve 50 mpg, you'll have to pay the government a
No, I'm
tax
not
credit
fighting.
in order to sell
You do
each
it.
vehicle, and it's 10% of the cost of manufacturing for the vehicle.
Poke, he's dead.
So it's literally about money.
It's a fucking that's what it is.
And then the only way to do that is to decrease power. And that's why the old 4-cylinders lasted forever. They were naturally aspirated, for one.
That just
Mhm.
kills him.
They weren't
Okay.
turboed. And
Yep.
two, they were shit nothing
That
for
was a
power.
secret
I mean, they had 97 horsepower and like 101 foot-pound of torque. They had
Yeah,
nothing.
but they didn't break.
Yeah, they didn't break. You could run them for 500,000 miles, and
Yeah, dude.
you had to do a water pump, maybe.
Do you remember those old Chrysler, like, was it a 2.2 or a 2.4, that old fucking
It-
4-cylinder overhead cam fucker?
It was the 2.2.
Yeah, dude, those, oh my god. I had a 96 Sunfire, speaking of 2.2s, that thing went forever too. The overhead valve, not the overhead cam crap.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I love that car. That was my first car. That 96 little 2-door Sunfire was my fucking car.
They had all sorts of other issues, but the motors.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
couldn't,
I
like,
mean,
kill 'em.
that little 3-speed, no overdrive automatic transmission sucked on the highway, but fuck, it got great gas mileage in town.
Shield is really cool too.
He's screaming at 5,800 RPM to do
Oh.
65 miles an hour.
Dude, you're talking me, high school, right? Me and like, this is a 2-door, dude. We packed that car full with buddies, and we fucking went to the mall, dude. And I didn't have AC in it this one summer. It fucking starts pouring rain. We're fucking drenched with sweat by the time we get to the mall. We're like, dude, we might as well let the windows fucking down. Just got wet from the rain.
It's good.
But after that, I fixed that fucking AC. I vowed that's never gonna happen again.
yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah, went to AutoZone, got a compressor, fucking put it on, had it charged.
Power shields have a lot more, like,
Oh, dude. Well, you experienced that once, and you're like, fuck that.
It's not happening again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get out, shirt sticking to your back. You and your bros get out of the car, and you look sweaty, fucking musty motherfuckers at the mall.
Yeah, fucking swamp ass trying to walk into the mall.
Yeah, dude, you're trying to pick that fucking wedgie as you get out.
Fucking waddling. Not stuck to your legs, your side straight.
Yeah, dude, you already fucking know, man. It was bad. It was so bad, I remember it to this day. Oh, fuck. That was over. That was like 15 years ago at least. Man, good times though.
Yeah, I couldn't do Oklahoma summer without air conditioning, dude. There ain't no way.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. I don't know what humidity's like there, but here in Ohio it gets fucking like nasty. Like, I don't mind dry heat. I've been to Vegas. That's not bad in my opinion. When I live in this fucking like, let's say 90 degrees, 97% humidity, you can't hardly breathe. You're just like,
Yeah, fuck that.
you can feel the moisture in your air you're breathing.
Yeah, fuck all that, dude. New York was like that. You could hit 90, but it
Yep.
was 100% humidity every fucking day of the year. Because you're right by the ocean.
Disgusting. Yep, disgusting.
So, and you could taste the salt in the air. Like,
Yep.
it fucking gross. I hated it. Oklahoma, a little different. Like during the summer we get real dry heat days. But there
Yeah.
are some days where you hit that 60% humidity, but it's 118 degrees outside, and you're like, oh, this is fucking gross.
Oh my god, yeah, fuck that, dude. Like I said, Arizona when I was there, or where the fuck, Vegas, Nevada, sorry. We went all over, but regardless, that 100 and whatever degrees with no humidity, that's hot, but it's not like, you can still breathe.
Yeah, you're not struggling to take a breath.
Yeah,
You're like you're drowning every time you fucking inhale.
dude. This stuff just, I start thinking about it like, God. One time it was so humid here at work that my dad said we were leaving. And for my dad to say we're leaving work when I was a kid, that was unheard of.
Yeah.
That man was working us every day. Like like my dad, I swear you had kids for slaves. I swear. Get up there and climb that fucking wall of 5 cars, and you get in there upside down, and you dig that Mustang piece out for Frank Williamson, and you get it the fuck out. That was the day it was so humid. He had to climb in there and help me get it, and afterwards he was like, "Yeah, we're fucking leaving." I was like, "Yeah, it's okay for you to say we're leaving, but when I want to."
God forbid.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Dude, that's how it always goes, though, bro.
Right?
Like when I was at home, we had like a 3-acre field. And this is in Southern California in the middle of summertime. Dude, it's just a field of dead grass, and like they got these we always call them fox stickers, but they're like they just get caught in your socks and they fucking dig into your skin.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
just stickers. Yeah, I fucking hate those.
And
Any kind of stickers, fuck 'em.
3-acre field, okay? Had to mow it like 4 times a year because it would die after that. But like a week after I moved out, they bought a riding mower.
Fuck that.
I'm like,
Oh,
you
fuck all that.
fuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah, now they gotta do it. That's
Yeah.
why. Yeah, fucking hell.
You saved that fucking money, and they were like, we got a fucking slave boy to do that shit.
Yeah, bro, that's right, man. You already know.
You need
My brother and I in the summers when we first started working for Dad out there, he fucking had us push mow between those fucking like 2,000-3,000 vehicles. That shit sucked. And then where we had gravel, we had to pull the fucking weeds. I said,
Oh.
this is some bullshit.
If you picked 7.
When it was dry because it hasn't rained and he wanted you to pull weeds and they would break off instead of pull out the root, he'd be so mad. I'm like, dude, it's dry.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. You get this little fucking like screwdriver and dig around the root. I'm like, Dad, this is fucking crazy, dude. This is like some Cinderella bullshit.
Like, Dad, where's my mice to help me out, bro?
Yeah, exactly right. Where's my fairy godfather?
Aye.
Hi.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh god. Good times, man. I guess it taught me work ethic.
Yeah.
I know how to work on my own cars and shit because I fucking push mowed and grass pulled or whatever we pulled.
Figured it all out. That mower taught me some lessons in life.
Yeah, my brother, he really had to figure it out. He fucking would just push that mower into something and let it get fucked up, so he was down for a while the worker would repair it, like fix the blade or fix the spark plug he broke off because he ran it into something. Take a fucking half-hour shit. My brother was such a fucker when we were little. I love him.
Like my screen violently
Jesus.
shakes every time you hit the ground. Oh my
I had a fucking back in New York. I had an apprentice like that. I hated the little fucker. Like I knew what he was doing. You know, it's common
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
Like, bro, I know what you're doing. We've all been there. You've all done that. Knock the shit off. Like,
Yeah, dude, like
Job
you're
to
costing
do.
me money. Get your shit done.
yeah, it's like cut the shit out, dude. Fucking
Get your shit done.
he'd disappear for 45 minutes in the bathroom, and I'd go knocking on the door. He'd be like, yeah, I'm like, you've been in there for 44 minutes and 22 seconds.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
out.
Yeah, dude.
I
what
timed
the
it down to
hell?
the second.
That's fucking hilarious.
Come up and say, hey, you can get Android. You're just sitting on that.
I wasn't
fucker,
sure
right?
if you meant like, alright, let's go. Or,
It's
"Alright,
fucking terrible. Like,
no."
and I noticed it because, like, whenever we were in the van and driving from point A to point B, he'd never have to go. Ever.
Oh shit.
The second we got to a job site, I need to go take a shit.
Oh my
Okay.
god, get real.
We could
Seriously?
drive, yeah, dude, seriously, we could drive for like 5 or 6 hours cross state lines. You know what I mean? Not a single problem. Didn't even have to pee. The second we
Yeah.
got to a job site, I need to go take a shit. 45 minutes later, I'm like, where is this dumbass? I've already hauled the fucking ladders out, gotten all the tools up on the fucking job site, and I'm strolling out. What the fuck am I paying you for?
Yeah, what the fuck? Get your shit together, boy.
Fuck out of here. Fucking air compressors back in the day were goddamn heavy.
Fuck yeah, bro. Ain't no light stuff still, in my opinion. Not a decent enough one, you know. Like a good one.
No, I mean, they're definitely still heavy. They make them out of like reinforced aluminum now instead of fucking die-cast metal and shit.
Yeah, exactly right. Like the Jackson shit. Fuck.
Yeah, they're like, dude, yeah, this thing's made out of fucking steel.
Yeah, we still have the big
Forged.
fucking jacks that were heavy, and
Yep.
when the aluminum ones are under something, that's the last resort, and I gotta carry that bitch out in our 10-acre field. I get a little upset.
Yeah, no, fucking noted. Duly noted.
Dude, this week some guy bought like, so we have lots of old shit. So 65 Impala, the front bumper is all fucking steel.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I mean,
fucking solid steel, dude.
yeah, it's got a top piece, it's got a bottom piece, and they attach at the edges with a wrap-up piece. And then there's these vertical bars that are like, they call them bumperettes or whatever. Yeah, like you can buy just those. That's what he wanted, right? My dad's like, hey, it's a muddy mess, and I don't have to unbury the torch van and drive it back there. Like, why don't you go get that bumper and carry it to the torch? I'm like, okay, no problem, right? It's a bumper. This is a fucking bumper, dude. I'm like,
Whole front end of the vehicle, bro.
yeah, I had to go all the way to the literal back and then carry it all the way up front and then head a little bit to the fucking south at the same time to the torch fan. I was like, God damn.
Hey, you're carrying a whole vehicle.
Yeah, dude, my left arm the next day was sore. You know, it never hurts right then when you're carrying something. It's like you feel the muscle ache later.
Yeah, that next day you're like, I can't put my arm straight. Why?
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck does my like tricep and forearm hurt so bad? It's like, oh wait, I don't really do much lifting anymore, so it doesn't like that when I do it anymore.
Throws a fucking fit.
Yeah, I'm like, I do a lot of more like office work or like repairs, and it's not as labor intense as when I was a kid and I was like throwing fucking wheels and tires around or transmissions and axles all the time. You know, like fuck, I don't do that much anymore.
My job now, dude. I like my side of the counter. I sell the shit. I don't,
Right?
I don't have to touch nothing.
Yep. I'm listing our shit for sale, and I gotta pull it, and sometimes I gotta carry it.
Yeah, the most I have to lift is a condenser. You know, and
Oh, hey,
That's it.
there you go. Those aren't too bad, depending on, I guess, the size.
well, yeah, I mean like a 5-ton condenser can weigh like 400 pounds or so, but
I hope you got a machine for that.
I mean we have forklifts and shit. But sometimes you gotta, you know,
Pick up an end or something.
Yeah, you gotta hand load them onto a contractor's truck or something. But whatever. A
Yeah.
couple 100 pounds, throw it up there.
I hope you don't pick it up by yourself. I can't do no 400 pounds. I like to think I can pick up a lot, but that's,
Oh, God no.
you know, hopefully you and a buddy or something.
Yeah, I usually grab one of the younger kids at work. I'm like, hey, pick that side up. I got this one kid who works for me, dude. I found out he does not lift.
No, fuck no, dude.
He does not lift.
You ever wonder, like, what these people are thinking when they come to work at your, like, place for the job and stuff? They're like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, I was like, hey, bro, can you stash that in real quick? We're gonna throw it up on the back of his truck. He's like, oh yeah, sure. And he tries to bend down and pick it up, and he immediately drops it. And I'm like,
Oh,
bro.
my God.
He's like, God damn, dude, that's heavy. I'm like, yeah.
Dude, be ready. Like, mentally tell yourself it's heavy. As soon as you get the mental game figured out, life is easier.
He tried one more time, and he physically didn't have the forearm strength to
Yeah.
wrap his hands up underneath it to be able to lift it. Like his
You-
wrist would just cave, and I'm like, dude, I was like, Ryan,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here.
Dude, it's crazy, right? Like, we
He's
hire
told
some
me, guys.
younger people, like, out of those, like, vocational schools or whatever.
Oh God.
And they just, I'm like, do you even eat? You know what I mean? Like, they just look
Yep.
like they don't even eat food.
110 pounds, fucking 5'8".
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I weighed more than that in high school.
I have 3
Like my dad had me out here. I had look like when we were younger, my brother and I, we were fucking built, because we were doing that shit since we were 10.
Mhm.
And honestly, that's the problem. People don't have their kids doing shit when they're little, and then they get 18 and they want to go do something. They got no muscle to do anything.
They have no muscle mass. They have no
It-
backbone.
Yeah, literally. And like then they can't do the lifting or the moving or whatever. A lot of jobs are manual labor.
I mean, I'm no skinny middy. You know what I mean? I'm not a thin kid or a thin dude.
Yeah.
But I've got some fucking bulk behind me. I can move some shit.
Yeah. You know what surprises me? I'm like 5'7", 170 pounds. I got this guy who's over 6 foot, over 200 pounds. He couldn't break a lug nut loose on a like 92 Econoline 150.
Dude.
I go over there with that fucking breaker bar because I'm pissed, right? And I just go, bam, crack, done. I'm just like, this blows my fucking mind how this big brute looking guy, lumberjack motherfucker, couldn't break that lug nut loose. I said to my dad afterwards, I was like, why did that even happen? What just happened? He's like, that guy does not mentally understand that he can do that. He just like has no, you know what I mean? Like there's literally mental to everything you do. Like I will not puke since I've been a little kid because I've told myself so much that I'm not going to fucking throw up. And I hate puking, haven't done it in years.
Yeah.
I've tried to induce vomiting when I got like stupid fucking high one time from eating chocolate that everybody gave me. And I could not, I stuck my whole hand down my throat and I would not puke still. I couldn't get it. Wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I hate throwing up. It's the fucking worst feeling on the goddamn planet.
Oh, it burns, and then you get that shit like up in like the back of your throat, up your nasal, like you know what I mean?
Oh,
Oh,
The
dude.
smell of the vomit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Taste it. You wake up in the morning, like you brush your teeth, right? And then you wake up, and you can still fucking taste that shit. Oh,
What's in the back of your throat, burning
Yep.
your fucking esophagus
That-
for
that
like 3
bile?
hours.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude.
You're like, oh.
What's your run skill at?
fuck that.
You just want to like take your head and dump it in a big tub of water
Ha!
and open your
That's better.
mouth and like
Breathe in
let
through your
everything-
nose.
yeah, just let everything soak in, so at least you can drain out.
Oh, dude. I do not do puking. No thanks. Now,
Yeah,
I
what's your
think at one
max?
time I
What's your
ate at a
max
fucking
skill?
restaurant and I got deathly sick. I did puke and I felt much better.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's food
Wow.
poisoning. I mean, there's not
Wow.
shit you can do about that. You're gonna throw up.
Yep. Yep.
That's a bodily reaction.
Amen, brother. Because that fucking. Oh, dude, it hurt. I hurt so bad when I finally. It was a relief. I was like, yeah.
The last time I threw up, I went to a Golden Corral. I had some of their
My next
Bourbon
was
Street
90.
chicken or whatever the fuck they call it. It's the
Mhm.
only thing I ate.
I think I
Like,
already said that though.
that was it. And so I went home and like the next morning-ish, like,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I just-
right?
Doesn't matter.
my mouth is watering just thinking about it.
Yeah, it was
It
that
was
bad.
so bad.
You know about
My
this
stomach was
already.
hurting and I wouldn't throw up. I'm like,
No, but my opinion
God, I
says
don't want to
no.
throw up. God, I don't want to throw up. And then just
My opinion is also
that was
fine,
like
but in my
that was
opinion
it,
about my
done.
opinion,
I
you
just
know, you're
hurled
supposed to know.
everywhere.
Ah, relief.
Yeah, and I felt a million times better. And I was like,
I
that
love
wasn't so
confusing
bad.
Yeah,
And I
every
threw up
once
the
in a
second
while,
time, and I was like, yep, that's terrible.
Yeah, I do that shit again.
I'm
I'm
doing
glad.
it again. Doesn't feel any better than it did the first time, so nope.
Nope, first time was released, second time sucked. No thanks.
Fortnite,
Yep.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Fortnite dance.
Mm.
Fortnite
Shit is
dance.
god awful.
Oh, dude, 100%. I'm the fan. Fan.
Yeah.
I love doing the purple justice.
You guys check the logs?
No.
Fucking nice, I'm telling you.
I got shit on at all those fucking range fights. I got vile gas every time it went out. Fucking malleable hit me almost every damn time. I had to move. Like,
Yeah,
frustrating.
I see you down there on that. Which one is this one? How do I tell who's what? Rot face.
Yeah, dude, I got hit with vile gas every time it went out. Every single time. And then the ooze around the room, I kept trying to reposition, but somebody would have vile gas, so I'd have to stop moving and I got hit by the ooze from the wall, and I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I'm just gonna find a corner and stay away from everybody from now on.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what it is, but I fucking usually pump on those two fights. I don't know if it's just because it's the mechanics for melee or less moving. You know, I only got to move
Yeah.
out when that 5-stack happens, or if I got to be cleansed.
Yeah,
But I didn't get a single.
So much wood.
I didn't need cleanse till the very end, like when we killed it, and I fucking hit almost 14k according to this on Festergit.
another big problem too is like, sorry, I was choking for a second.
No, you're good.
I
bro.
don't
It doesn't cost
I don't
anything
do
to
all the
repair
things
that.
required to parse in that 100%, 90%. It's like I'm not pre-potting, potting, and blowing all my cooldowns every time it comes off, and all this other stuff. I pop all my shit, but and then
Yeah, if you looked it up on that, there's something that checks your uptime or whatever, you'd probably be low.
yeah, and that's it. Like, but the other
No.
portion is too like I pop my cooldown,
Where are you?
but then I get hit by vile gas. So I waste my entire cooldown because it's only a 10-second uptime.
Yeah, I mean, so like for me,
Wrong, I guess.
I pre-pot at the last second, right? So I'm running in and it's counting down that pot, but I get like at least half of it used, and it just helps me like as a rep paladin, I stack that debuff to 5 quicker because of that haste, or I'm swinging more, so I'm getting my Libram stacks quicker. All these things add up, so it's like then you're at your top, and then if you can peak sooner and then hold it longer, you're gonna end up at the end higher.
Yep.
So you definitely want to pre-pot if you can, because that shit definitely helps. And then I just, as soon as I think the tank's got threat, fucking popping wings.
Yeah, I'm not worried about threat for me. Like, I barely show up on the damn meter half the time.
You're elemental, right?
Yeah.
You can though, man. Once you're there, you can.
Yeah, I just gotta get that. I just gotta get that power behind it. I'm, I'm 5600, almost 5700.
You've come a long way though, bro. I mean, that's a lot
Yeah.
better than you were when you started.
Well, yeah, when I first started, I was.
A lot better than your warrior.
Yeah, yeah. My warrior, if it had this gear score, it'd be hitting pretty hard. But
I don't know, bro. I've seen warriors. It's real. Warrior, I don't play it, but for fucking some reason, we always either get warriors that can't damage or do really good damage.
they're a difficult fucking class to play. Like,
Yeah,
you have to
Paladin's easy, bro.
desync-
Paladin's
Yeah,
easy.
yeah. Warrior, you have to desync your offhand swing to match your heroic strike in order to
What was that?
keep your rage
Look at
up,
this.
and it's a balance between crit and armor pen and strength.
Yeah.
It's a shit ton of stupid.
Mine does the same thing.
Oh, I know, bro. That's why I don't do it. I just nope.
There's no ground.
That's why.
so
That's
just, like,
literally why I
sits
turned my
in it.
warrior into a tank. Like,
Yeah.
he's
I
my
mean,
tank
I wouldn't DPS as a warrior personally. No.
I enjoyed it. It's fun because it's different.
Mhm.
It's a very different type of rotation.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
Man, it's all good, bro.
Gear dependent. They are super gear dependent. They don't scale until endgame.
So, that's what I've heard. But in the beginning, we had a guy named Mungby,
It used to just be figured out.
and him and I in X were usually always at the top, and he was a warrior. I don't know how he
Yeah.
did so well, but like all throughout the time he was with us, he was one of our top DPS with me and Sarah.
The biggest thing is that back then, Pallies didn't start to scale until Old
So
War.
pampered.
Like,
I did really
You
good
would-
because it's
you
all
would hit hard.
undead in Max, so that helps.
right, you would hit hard, but the gear, the stats needed, the haste was the big deal. And it's the same thing with
No, just
Yeah,
sit there-
and haste,
just sit there
my
right
friend.
for
back
once.
then. It was literally about crit. You would do crit and
I can't
crit
build
and
because
haste.
my hammer broke from
and so
building
you
something.
swing a hell of a lot more often. And then you would crit, so you'd keep your rage up, so you could just heroic strike over and over and over again.
Mhm.
So you were able to keep up your rage and then just dump with heroic strike, and it has a higher crit chance. So
Cool.
you
Yeah, I
do-
was gonna say I don't know anything about warriors, bro, but I just know that guy did really well.
yeah, there are ways to do it. But
Okay.
you have to, again, you have to like do all these macros, stance, because you're gonna have to throw your rend up. And it's a lot.
Yeah, it just sounds like a bunch of excuses.
It does sound like a lot of bullshit, honestly.
Warriors, like, they've always been either you're really good or you're not.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've noticed. Because we've had like a handful of them throughout our time here.
Yeah, there's some that that's the only class they play. Like Teddy.
Yeah.
Teddy
Yeah.
literally only plays warrior.
I've only ever really seen Teddy tank too, when I'm around at least.
Oh, in the 25 man, in our 10 man he was Fury, but then we lost our second tank, so he switched over to Prod.
Yeah. I have noticed that Cassim's pretty good at it when he's around.
When he's here, sure.
Yeah, as I said, he's around. He wasn't here this week, sadly.
My cat gets upstairs.
He was here last week, right? Yeah. He was here. He's still dealing with that bar of his? Is he
I have
dealing
no
with
idea
the bar?
right now, man.
Yeah.
The Shaman so far, I've almost tripled my DPS from the time that I've gotten to gear.
What do you need it for?
Oh yeah, bro, hitting it and getting it, you know?
Can't wait until we get back.
I mean, I know somebody's got to be last on the list, but
Here, just have a
You know, everybody's like 6,100, 6K, 6,200, and I'm like, you know.
look,
56,
you know,
97,
you should just be able to identify as 6,000, and that's that, right?
yeah, let me just identify as 6,000. I got
Is that what the
I-
kids do these days?
this. Yeah, I identify as a 15K DPS.
Sorry, that's what I do.
Now, I read a comment on a video about I guess some tornadoes ripped through Tennessee tonight.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and they fucked a lot of shit up. And somebody made a comment on the post saying, "Still safer than a BLM riot."
Oh my god.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Savage.
Dude, yeah, dude, savagery.
So tell me, how are you from New York?
What do you mean?
Just
I mean-
liberal cities, bro.
Oh, dude, yeah.
How did you
like,
escape it?
Those guys one shot.
So I've always been different. I think for myself, and I don't just follow, fads and trends and all the stupid.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's not a typical New Yorker.
No, it's definitely not.
Throw a rock at me and nothing happened.
And mostly, so actually pretty funny to think about it now. The reason I am the way that I am, I never liked my father's side of the family. They're a bunch of fucking cocky, arrogant, stupid bastards, you know?
I hate that shit.
Wow.
Cocky.
Yeah. Yep.
Tell me more.
And so like, yeah. So I would just pick fights with them, just to argue from another opposing standpoint, you know? Because they're all fucking crazy Democrat, dude. I mean, they will vote blue until the day they die. You know, a fucking Democrat could walk into that city and say, "I need everyone's blood," and they'd sign the fuck up.
See him there.
Bleed themselves dry.
That
for
is
it.
insane, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking, it's a cult, dude. I swear to God. Like, that's the mentality up there. It's like California.
Let's just sign our money away.
Did you see those people up in Chicago? The Black Caucus up there?
Okay.
Oh, the
No,
one
what?
They were all, they did some press
It's just-
conference and they were
it's so
like,
funny how those
if anybody, I don't care if you're orange or red,
You die.
want to talk to our caucus about, about our votes, you just need to come to Chicago. Donald Trump, if you want to talk to us, come to Chicago. We're ready to talk.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking bad. Chicago is.
They've given up on the Democratic shit, I think.
They have,
Well, dude,
yeah.
they found
Fucking
out they're
light bulb.
paying the housekeeping staff at that fancy hotel they got the illegal aliens at
Yep.
$9,000 a month. Oh no, a week. $9,000 a week to clean rooms.
Fuck that, dude.
I'm like, dude, I'm thinking about going to Chicago to clean rooms for a little bit.
And New York is the same way.
Yep.
Right
they
now, they're
ship
all
them up.
fucking
They're from
independent.
Texas. Texas bust them all up there. Said, "Oh, you want open borders? Here, you can have them."
Well,
Yeah.
they said we're a sanctuary city. That's the whole purpose behind it. All of these Democrat cities, they said we're sanctuary cities. Everybody here is welcome. And
Now they don't want them because
yeah,
all the
now they're all
fucking-
like,
Yep.
we can't afford this. The federal government has to step in. They have to
Nope.
shut the border
Fuck
down.
that,
It's like,
dude. I
no.
ain't paying for shit for your dumbass mistakes. Sorry. Just like all that shit when it hit the fan with these car companies and banks, should have let them all fucking implode. Don't bail them out. They fucked up. They wouldn't come bail me and my dad out if we fucking ran our shit into a negative. They'd
Yeah,
come
dude.
take all our shit and say, "Get fucked."
But we don't have a say. We don't have a choice. You know. like-
Yeah.
But so Biden just the other day forgave another $5 billion in fucking college loan debt.
How?
He got it passed. I don't know how.
Where's that money going?
It's going to the federal government, quote unquote.
Doesn't make any sense. Who's gonna pay that? Oh wait, the taxpayer.
Yeah, we are. And
Oh
we're
no, dude.
wondering-
I watched some Republican senator on the floor the other day, and apparently he's like some big kind of accounting guru, and he was saying that Medicare and Social Security will be broke
insolvent. Yeah, they'll be
Yeah,
insolvent
just
by
broke.
2035.
in 8 to 9 years, and he said that but the problem is that the federal government, because they borrowed that money, they still have to pay their part back.
So here's how this rolls, right? So IRS or not IRS, SSA and Medicaid, they have something called a trust, right? And that trust is money that was put in years and years and years ago, and it's been matched, year by year. The government puts money in. Well, they're at the point now where benefits are paying more than what's being put in. So when they say bankrupt, they don't actually mean bankrupt. What they're saying is the trust will be emptied. So the trust will be insolvent. And so it will reduce everyone's actual benefits by 20 to 40%. They don't know the actual number, quote unquote, which they do. They're just playing stupid.
They just don't want to tell everybody and freak them the fuck out.
Right, because then everyone's gonna
Have a
throw fit
riot,
when
have a
all-
fucking whatever,
Yep. Why am I paying for fucking Medicaid? Why am I paying for Social Security if I'm not gonna get it?
Right. Exactly.
So I really feel like it will probably be on the border of 60 to 70% reduction in pay.
Sounds about right. Because I mean, how are they going to keep it up if the fucking output's more than the input? You can't.
And that's because
Mathematically not plausible or whatever.
correct, and it's because people don't want to work. The government gave away so much free money, tax-free, for COVID. Dude, we just
It was
literally-
the worst thing in the world to do.
Yeah, I mean, I understood the reason why Trump did it the first time. He said he was going to do two stints of it, right?
Mhm.
Or 2 rounds, and that was
Well,
basically
he was getting fucking
stimulate
like
the
Pope
economy.
to do it more or less anyway.
Right, but it stimulated the economy, and those 2
Mhm.
should have been enough.
Yep.
And then Biden came in with his entire fucking team. We're forgiving this, we're forgiving that. If you're getting this money, it's tax-free. If you're getting that money, it's tax-free. And
Yep.
like, dude, what?
This country's gonna fucking implode with all the debt.
Oh no, dude.
And then-
This dude said that basically they're at this point they are borrowing money to pay their interest.
Yep.
No, so the government is doing that.
Yeah.
They're having to
As a
borrow the
whole.
money. Every year they have to borrow like $800 billion to pay for their damn interest payments.
Yeah, we
They're
already
borrowing to pay their interest. And
Yeah,
that's
'cause
not
we
to
already-
pay principal.
nope, we already downgraded in credit rank. What was that, 6 months ago? And that's the second one in a year.
I can't believe we haven't lost the world currency yet.
So the only reason that we haven't is one, most of the
Gross something
companies.
product or some shit.
Well, most of the companies that own those oil fields and stuff like that, because right now, the U.S. dollar is literally known as the petrodollar. The only reason we have everybody trades in the U.S. dollar is because it's the petrodollar. oil is 100% linked to it.
Yeah, now they got the bricks forming.
Right. BRICS has been forming over the last year or so. Saudis have got on board with it. If the shit pops off in Iran, just prepare for fucking absolute fucking implosion of the United States.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuel's gonna jump upwards of $10, $11 a gallon
I don't doubt it, bro.
because.
Funny thing is, there's been video games that fucking predicted that shit.
Oh yeah, it's because we killed our own shit. I mean, the Keystone Pipeline. They were like, "Oh, it's gonna run through some reserved land." I don't give a fuck about your reserved
Yep.
land.
Yep, first thing he did when he got in office, stupid
Day
fucking
one.
old dumb shit fuck stain ought to
Yeah,
be
dude.
fucking just.
Fucking hour number
Ugh.
2 on day 1, he signed a fucking executive order to kill the Keystone Pipeline. It's like, you
You killed us,
fucked
bro.
us. Like,
Yep.
right off the bat, you fucked us. And then they're saying, you know, oh, well, these oil companies aren't, you know, signing up for new leases and this, that, the other. It's because you made it all federal land.
Yep.
And you already told them that they can't drill on federal land. And then on top of that, you're waging a war against the entire fucking oil industry. Do you really think these companies are going to invest $200, $300, $400 million if you're telling them you're wiping them off the face of the planet? No.
It doesn't make any sense, does
Like, yeah, what kind of fucking investment would that be? That's not an investment. That's called capital loss.
it? Yep.
Yeah, but this guy that was doing all this talking, he also said that you know, because they keep saying we're going to tax the rich to make up the shortcoming on, you know, on that. So he like broke it down. He's like the like if you max tax everybody over $400,000, they would only make up like 10% of what they need.
Yeah, dude. It's
No, it won't work. Then they're still. He's like, so even if we get that 10%, we're still borrowing the other 90% to pay our interest, just to pay the interest.
It doesn't make sense how it got so fucking bad.
And then he was showing that like,
5
you
minutes
know,
at
how they always have
Biden's.
these. We're gonna have a government shutdown type deals. He was like, he had like a pie chart,
5
and
nights
we're
at
always
Biden's.
arguing over this 15% for discretionary spending. He's like, this other 70%, he's like, there is no argument. That stuff is automatically spent. There, you know, because it's, you know,
Medicaid,
it's
Social
law.
Security.
Yeah, it's law. There is no argument about it. He's like,
You know what else needs to be cut, whatever? The idea that you gotta spend all this money that you get as a city or whatever entity, or you won't get as much next year.
Yeah.
How about reward the fucking savers, you dumb motherfuckers?
So here's
Incentivize not spending all the fucking money.
oh, I know. Whenever I worked for the city, I made sure by the end of the year I didn't leave more than a couple $1,000s in the account.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. Because if you don't spend it all, then you get less next year. That does not make sense.
So the reason we got so bad is because the last 3 administrations have turned the printers on, right?
Yep.
Trump was bad for it. Obama was fucking terrible for it. Biden's been by far the fucking worst for it.
That doesn't do anything in the
Oh.
long run either. It just fucking further deflates everything.
That and every
What
time
in-
they say we should raise the minimum wage.
So
That
it,
never fixes a damn thing. It makes everything else go up.
it deflates the value of the money when there's more of the currency in circulation, right? And then on
Yeah,
top
because
of
there's
that,
not enough whatever to back it.
we
So it's because
we
we haven't been
don't
on the gold standard.
right.
Since
I know, gross national product or whatever the fucking dumb
So
shit is
we
now.
borrow from the World Bank, right? The Federal Reserve is about as federal as FedEx. Okay, we don't own it. It's a private entity. It's the World Bank. We borrow from them, and then every dollar that's printed, there's interest owed. And because of inflation right now, I think it's somewhere in the ballpark of like 54 cents for every dollar that's printed.
no, it's there's 83 cents.
Is it 83 cents now?
83 cents of a dollar is inflation.
Why would you ever print anymore then? Stop. What the fuck?
So, well, they're trying to print their way out of it.
You can't.
That's it.
On salmon.
There are
Extend
examples like
almost
Venezuela.
double.
On the
Yeah, dude, Venezuela, they tried to print themselves out of inflation and national problems, and hyperinflation took over within a year. Their economy, there were people wiping their ass with their dollar bills after taking a shit because they couldn't afford toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's all they were good for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what it was good.
But yeah, I watched this economist and he said, so basically everybody thinks, I make this much an hour. Look, I make way more than my parents did. And he's like, but once you take the inflation, you make the same wage as your parents do.
Yep.
Yeah, with everything costing fourfold as much.
He's like, because they could go to the store with 50 cents and come out with a candy bar and a Coke. You
Yep.
cannot.
Exactly.
Can't even get a fucking 5-piece of juicy fruit anymore.
You can't even buy a piece of you can't buy a Jolly Rancher for 25 cents.
It's fucking terrible,
I
man.
remember buying those
Dude.
for like candy.
When did a fucking candy bar cost $2.60 or whatever? What the fuck happened?
Dude, a
Dude, a
can of soda,
bottle-
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. For a bottle of pop, a pop was like $2.69 at fucking Speedway or whatever.
That's why I
Fucking
drink
bottle of water.
Dude, one time I needed a gallon of water to work, and we're out in the fucking country, right? That fucking gallon of water at that gas station, because it knows it's in the middle of nowhere, $5.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, dude, can you just
And that wasn't recently with inflation. This was years ago. It was $5. That was it.
They are the only fucking stop for 40 miles. It's like, well, if you want it, you're gonna pay the convenience fee.
Well,
Yep.
in reality, fresh water is the world currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grain, water, grain, and oil, basically.
And we are the farmland, that's for goddamn sure, I guess, huh?
Well, not
Midwest.
You
anymore.
don't have.
Well,
fresh
BlackRock's
water.
buying
not
it, so that's
anymore?
good.
Yeah,
Really?
not anymore.
Fuck.
Shit, we're buying all the fucking grain from Ukraine because we gotta support the Ukrainian government and they're fighting for the blah 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 blah. Did you know?
Fuck that, just quit trying to put him in NATO and Russia will leave him alone. That's the only reason why Putin's even mad. You keep trying to push him into fucking NATO, you
Oh
dumb
yeah,
fucker.
yeah. And then, did you know that every branch of our government
Stop it!
failed their national audit
How
this
could it
year?
be so bad?
The DoD misplaced $3.9 trillion on
No, they didn't. It went
Yeah,
to the
seriously?
fucking Democrats.
Oh, yeah.
It's not misplaced. It's
Oh
not.
yeah, it's not misplaced.
It's
You know,
all this laundering of money and funneling it. Like, let's give 10 billion to Ukraine, but we want fucking 60% back.
and that's
okay?
why I say we are literally in what they call an end stage republic. Right now, people are just looting the coffin. That's it.
Yep.
We're an end stage republic. We are
Dark Souls had
absolutely
a
last
child,
at
and
this
then it
stage
also
right now.
had the arc
Yeah,
building
it's coming.
mechanic. That is
It'll be here before you fucking know it, too.
very interesting.
And it'll just be like fucking which other country had a big ass problem recently? Not too long ago, was it Greece or something? They fucking lost their ass. All their money went to shit. Didn't work. Wasn't worth
They
their damn
closed
thing.
the banks.
Yep.
You couldn't even get your money out of the bank.
Yep. How'd they even come out of that? I don't even fucking know if they did.
Germany bailed them out.
Yeah, about to say Germany bailed them out.
Germany
Wow.
bought their debt.
And now,
There's a lot of those.
and now Greece is trying to start a war with Germany. Like,
Are you fucking kidding me?
no, I'm not. They're literally like being hostile with each other. It's
No,
like,
that's
why?
not allowed.
They bailed you out. You'd be dead. Your population would be
Yeah,
wiped.
against the law.
But whatever.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to afford to fucking bail us out. I forgot.
The Germans didn't have to win the war; they just had to outlast everybody else.
Yep.
China could afford to bail us to buy us out.
China's been buying our treasury notes though for how long?
Well, we've been.
They don't even want them
borrowing-
anymore. I heard.
No, we've been borrowing from China.
Yep.
I'm borrowing from China for the last 5 or 6 years.
They're gonna cash in and just fucking own us here.
Yeah,
That's
they
what's
already
gonna
own
fucking
like
happen.
40% of our farmland.
Soda.
Yeah, dude, they were buying the shit up. I just don't understand. I just don't understand why everybody's such a fucking greedy whore and just accepts the fucking money. I don't know. Like, I'm not talking farmers either. I'm just talking like overall, like like look at Walmart, what it became after that Sam guy died. The guy that started Walmart.
Oh,
He wanted everything in the fucking U.S., bud. He didn't want to sell nothing from China in there. And then as soon as he dies and his fucking family takes over, let's go cheap. Let's get the fucking cheap shit in here.
More money.
More
No
profit.
goddamn. Dude,
what
it
it
just it's stupid though because nobody thinks long term. Now look where we're at, you know? Look where we're at.
I think, man, I think it's Kansas. It's either Kansas or Arkansas. They claimed the city council or the state, government or whatever, claimed eminent domain on farmers to take land from the farmers for CO2 carbon capture technology, and the company that was purchasing that land,
It's Chinese.
the Chinese company. Yep.
It was Arkansas, and the new governor
Yeah.
he is basically kind of demanding the shit back from China. Basically telling China you have to sell it back now.
Yep. Yeah. Because they took the money.
I just can't believe the way things have become. Our forefathers fucking would be turned into graves if they aren't. Well, they already are. I'm talking about.
It was like what they went to the Revolutionary War started over like 3% tax.
Think of the Boston tea tax, dude. Just that one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're fucking fighting.
Yeah, and then now we're we just give them 15+%. I mean, if you take Social Security and VICA and taxes, I mean, it's probably like 30% of your income is taxed.
I still think
30
that every bill and every tax increase that ever goes through needs a sunset. 10 years max.
I agree.
Because
Yeah.
I didn't agree to any of these taxes.
Yep.
Not in my lifetime. This shit was decided decades ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have to pay for it today.
And then they add new.
Yeah.
And then you know what? You know
Yeah, I
what?
gotta pay.
It would
Go ahead.
also dramatically increase the faith and approval rating of Congress, because you know what? There are some things that everybody universally wants, and if they have to vote on that every 10 years, it's going to look
Then
like
so
they're
be it.
doing something. Rather than passing new taxes, they're going to say, hey, the child income tax, we give parents $1,000 per child back on their taxes. We're going to continue this for another 10 years, right, everybody? Yeah, okay, cool. Look, see, yay, we all work together.
Yeah.
Our government right now, shambles. Nobody wants to work with anything. You're a racist. You're a bigot.
Yep.
Fucking
All this gender
libtard.
bullshit. Jesus. Everything. It's ridiculous. You can't get anywhere because somebody's always getting fucking offended. Everybody in their fucking snowflake goddamn mentality needs to fucking piss off to their own fucking island and go have a goddamn party where they can't escape it.
Go have a fucking giant orgy with spiked dildos or some shit. I don't know
Yep.
what you do.
Hey, how did you know about that?
This shit just lights a fire
I
in
came
my
from New
soul,
York,
bro.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This shit's just fucking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, and now the worst part, like, I have a son, right?
Yeah, I got 3.
Yeah, how do you raise him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you teach your child to be a man, to be a boy, when they're gonna go off to school, and school's gonna say it's okay to express your emotions, and if you feel like a girl, you're a girl today, you know?
Yeah, they better not.
No. Like that's my child.
Where I'm at, dude, it's all red around here, so ain't none of that
Well,
stupid shit happening.
We're
I
okay.
hope. I hope.
We
It
are,
is,
like,
Nick.
One of the,
It is.
yeah,
What
we're
is it,
one of the
Dave?
only states that was completely red during the last elections.
It's always the big goddamn cities that are blue because it's a bunch of bullshit. There's all kinds of things I could say, but I don't even want to fucking just.
So
get
there's
into it.
there's an actual statistic as to why, if you want to hear it.
Yeah, go ahead. I got that.
So there are two statistics, right? College campus, because they've become Marxist fucking breeding grounds,
But yeah, fucking.
and that's
Yeah.
again due to Chinese influence because they have funding for campuses,
Mhm.
but legally documented. And then two, and this is gonna sound crazy, but it's an actual statistic by the U.S. government, federal government,
When you showed me how bad it was, it
It's
looked like
middle-aged, unmarried women.
Wow.
And they predominantly and overwhelmingly vote 78% Democrat.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting, Marshall. Did you hear him say it when you said that?
Yeah, I heard
In the
interesting.
background, yeah. That really is interesting, though. It's just I wouldn't have thought that at all, or even had that as a statistic to think of. You know.
I wouldn't either, but it was. I forget who brought it to light. I don't remember if it was Crowder or.
Oh yeah.
It is. It's a bunch of the middle-aged white women.
Yeah, it's a bunch of middle-aged white women who are unmarried.
I don't think
or
if it's
divorced.
married or not. It's middle-aged white women.
There was a statistic with the unmarried part, and I can't remember what it was, but it had the highest rate
I have
of voting
4 eyes right
for
here.
Democrat.
You know what I don't understand? Why there are so many people fighting to tear down America and make it this way? Because you know they're fucking doing it deliberately. There's somebody behind somebody playing the machine, the fiddle or whatever, and they want this place to fail. But my thing is, when it does, where are they gonna go?
So,
You know what I mean?
I mean, and this is where it gets tin hat, you know, foil hat-y-ish,
Mm-hmm.
and that there's a lot of conspiracy as to it, but there are
Why do I need a level
right
3
now
tracking?
the S&P or the stock market is literally being carried by 7 companies, right?
Yep.
The largest investors in those companies are State Street, BlackRock, and Vanguard. So George Soros, for
Oh wait.
whatever reason, has decided this is the fight he wants to pick. And he is dumping money into the DNC. And I'm sure he's getting something incredible out of it.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting a kickback, he's getting things pushed his direction, he is getting laws and, you know, all sorts of stuff pushed in his way to get his company something.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
But combined, those 3 companies have enough money to buy the United States debt and still have a surplus.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's what they're aiming for, so they can like control it?
That more or less.
It's trillions, right? It's hundreds of trillions of dollars in debt now, right?
No, we're like 38 trillion in debt.
How does it even get paid off, bro? If you're printing more money, that's almost doubling the interest rate, so you owe twice as much as you're taking.
We physically can't pay it
That's
off.
what I'm saying, bro. Like, what the fuck? And then even if somebody does buy off that debt, what do they do? I don't understand what they would do. They just eat it. Here's some money. Fucking fuck it up again, please.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
They hand you a check, you know, with a limit, you know, and say, hey, we're gonna eat up 50% of your debt, and then we're just gonna run it up in another year.
See, that's what I mean. There has to be a change. There has to be something dramatic to stop the spending, to get it to quit growing.
Well, I mean, it's just getting the government under goddamn control. 87,000 IRS agents, you know, being added. That doesn't help. The FBI being as fucking terrible as they are.
They don't do a fucking thing.
Yeah, they pick political fights now.
They're bought and paid for too, in my opinion.
Yeah, they are. They are 100%.
Like,
The
look at the
DOJ.
laptop thing. The fuck happened with that?
The DOJ, Department of Justice.
Yeah, where's
all
that
of
fucking
these
money? Why can't you guys find it? You have fucking cyber fucking people that could be able to trace that, find it, fucking look it up, find all the receipts. What's taking so fucking long?
It's because they're bought and paid for.
Amen, brother. That's what I was driving at. This shit. I'm sorry. I've been on a long talking spree here. This shit just gets me so burned. I don't usually even talk about it, because this is how I get about it, and
Yeah.
it just doesn't make me feel good, you know.
Well, it just
But it's the reality, and a lot of people can't
Yeah.
face reality. A lot of
That's
people
it.
don't want to know, don't care to know, and it's stupid because what are you going to do? Because it's going to happen. It is coming. You are not going to be able to just turn an eye to it. It's not going to happen.
all these people seem to think that
It's
the
not gonna
government's
happen.
going to be there. No, I mean everyone knows it's coming, right?
Yeah.
We know that a shitstorm is coming. Everybody knows it.
Yep.
Deep down, whether they fucking admit it or not, they've got that gut feeling, and they know it's coming.
Yeah.
But they all seem to think the government is going to be there to save you.
No, they're there for themselves. It's
Yeah.
time and time again shown by the shit they pass, the buyouts, the constant no morals to stand behind because all it takes is a fucking check to sign their life away and do what they're told.
The easiest way to look at it and to understand that the government is not there for you, continuity of government, right? If shit hits the fan, you, me, anybody here, we're not getting an invite to a bunker.
Yep.
You don't have an invite?
Yeah. We're not getting into some secret underground city.
Yep.
That right there, that tells you that the government is not here for you. They
Yep.
are there for themselves.
Taking care of what they want and who they want.
And then it's crazy to think because it's like, okay, great, you survived the big blast. You come out from underneath the ground. Who's left?
Right.
What are you the ruler of? A fucking barren wasteland.
Right.
If there are no subjects to fucking subjugate, because there's nothing left. You let them all die.
Yep.
But if you look at Russia, Switzerland, fucking Finland, all those places, dude, they have
No,
entire
you
underground
almost
cities
snored.
built for their entire population, or good swaths of their population.
Didn't know that. So that's cool.
What is a
Yep.
legal snort?
So, but they're Russia's the communist state,
Yeah, exactly, right?
But they're like, well, we survive and there's no population, then what do we dictate?
Yep.
They understand it, so. I'm
I
not
wonder
saying the
what
communist
kind
state-
of. I always wonder, like, we get told one thing here in our own country about stuff. I wonder what it's like if you were in Russia during all this talk about the war. You're like, what's actually going on over there?
So they're,
What's
again,
the
this
truth?
is-
It's always like, it's all fucking propaganda. They tell you what they want to tell you.
and that's the thing. Like over in Russia, they don't get me wrong. We're not perfect. We do a lot of shady shit as a fucking country.
Yeah.
Always have, always will.
Yep.
But I still feel like we're not morally correct, but on the moral compass, we're a little more north than, Russia would be.
Yeah. That's
Not,
just like,
not much.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Not
Not
much.
but
I mean, I don't. I. Russia puts it out in the open as far as, at least the attack on the Ukraine. But,
oh yeah.
dude,
yeah.
America has done some fucked up shit overseas. And is continuing
They
to
don't
do
talk
it these
about
days.
that, do they?
I mean, literally, we all understand that the Afghan war was
All about the
just
fucking
about
oil.
oil.
Yep.
Yeah, it was all about oil.
Didn't,
And
didn't
we're
have to
doing
kill
the
all
same
those people
thing
to do it. Jesus.
That's what we're doing the same thing now. I mean, the whole thing with Iran
Yep.
popping off with Israel and Hamas and everything. We did
And
not
letting that shit happen stateside where these people are allowed to say this kind of shit and do this kind of shit, get in fucking jail, you fucking freak.
that shit. Don't even get me started on that.
That shit pisses me off. You're gonna talk about letting these people die because your religion or whatever, like, go fuck yourself, alright?
I'm not a religious person, but the problem with religion, it's become so entangled
With politics.
politics and political identity, party identity.
Yep.
There's no
It's so
cohesion.
stupid.
anymore.
Well,
Yeah, there's no cohesion.
I'm losing track of being a Republican anymore.
I'm losing track of being a fucking American anymore, dude.
Right?
Like,
I need to get over here actually.
I mean, there's nowhere else to go.
Well,
Mexico? You
I'm
know,
just
go run a drug cartel?
Right?
I'm just waiting until something happens. I mean, something's gonna happen soon. Something's going to happen soon.
It's either gonna be good or bad. And unfortunately, my gut and my moral sense is telling me it's gonna be bad.
Maybe not.
Yep.
Well, we got. That's why I got my property out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I live in a major city, and I live right by a fucking Air Force base, dude. Like, the second I hear incoming, I've got about 15 minutes to get 40 miles away from it.
Do you
Yeah.
have like a bug out?
Yes, yeah, I have a bug out. I have a location. I have a route, location, everything. No highways, all back road.
Yeah, my biggest problem is I have to go through Illinois,
Ah, dude.
and every time I go through Illinois, like I'm always like paranoid about like because I usually bring my guns,
Yep.
and I'm like, son of a bitch, if I get pulled over
Yep.
and they want to take all my guns,
It's a disaster, dude. It's a headache.
I'm not gonna be a happy man.
Now it's my location is opposite of like Fort Sill, Tinker Air Force, and there's another one up in Enid. I forget what it's called. But there are three of them here in Oklahoma. But they basically go from central Oklahoma west. So depending on what time of the year it is, because of prevailing winds and everything, is which direction I would go.
Mm-hmm.
During the winter time,
What are you drinking?
traveling straight north.
Oh,
During the summertime, straight south.
sounds like a little bit.
Yeah, that way the wind blows it away from
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
I travel into the wind.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because you don't want don't go the other way.
Hey, you don't want to go down,
No
man.
cursing.
That stuff it moves a lot faster than
Travel with you. Yep. Travel to you. I mean, man, there's just so many
It's
things.
scary, dude.
It is, man, because it just feels like something's coming.
Cooked egg.
And that's the scary part. Like, you know
I will make egg.
you know it, but you don't know how you know it, but
You can just feel it.
yeah, you just feel it. That there's something not right.
All the fucking divisiveness, all the freaking things they keep trying to do to like split people, like in their, like you guys talked about race. You said racism earlier. They're just another ploy to distract us from what's going on, to keep us from turning on them.
Well, that's it. Because if we were a united front, the government would confuse people.
Exactly.
There's just no way.
They
They'd have to
keep that
nuke
stuff
their own people.
alive, bro. That's what it is. They keep that shit alive to keep us separated, segregated, whatever.
Awful.
It's just getting worse and worse, man. Like, it's either gonna be. I feel like it's either gonna be one of three things, right? So, with everything popping off in the Middle East and all that shit, I feel like either A, we're going to have a nuclear attack or some sort of massive terrorist attack here in the United States
Mm-hmm.
that will cause a significant amount of life lost. Because there's no way
Yes, with domino effect.
to
You get it just
there's
right.
no better way, I should say, to turn the American
No.
war machine
Every tree.
and get
has that.
the gears fucking churning. There's no better or no other better way than a terrorist attack
Right.
because of the loss of innocent life.
Yeah.
So there's that option. The
Probably sense that you start
next
with
option
a-
is going to be straight out World War, in which case it's mutual
Just said that like half a minute ago, and you're like,
Yep.
I don't have to hover my mouse.
or we finally hit a point where we go old school Mason-Dixon line, and it's gonna be red versus blue.
Yep.
That's where it's going.
So
And
Yes.
it's going to be on the next election, and it doesn't matter who wins.
And it's crazy to think, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't partake unless I absolutely had to. You know, like I'm not interested in taking anyone's life or anything like that. But
Right.
I've always said my life is more important than somebody else's. And that's a bad way of looking at it, but at the end of the day, I'm
you gotta
going
protect your own. Come on.
Yeah, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, I'm going home. I've made a pact with the big man above, like, I'm going home to take care of my family.
Right. I feel like me too, brother. Me too.
Being here in Oklahoma, I don't feel as threatened by that, because there are a lot of like-minded people. Bible Belt, we're the buckle of the Bible Belt, so there are a lot of like-minded people.
Right.
But if you go south into Texas now, Texas is turning into a purple state.
Because all the people from California leaving there.
Right.
Are going there.
California, New York, all that, they're all leaving and moving down. And then the college campus, the college scene is absolutely fucking brutal. If you look at Austin, they have one of the premier technology and career colleges in the United States, and it's all blue. Austin is a completely blue fucking city now.
That's the problem, man. Fucking just the amount of brainwashing that goes on in colleges is ridiculous.
And it's a lot of these kids, dude, like, as you were saying earlier, it kind of ties into it, the backbone. They have no hard day's work. They have no labor. They have no guidance. They have no, true purpose. So
Yep.
they're frail. They're weak. They think that, oh well, I'm a smart guy, so I'm gonna be the king shit, and I'm gonna boss everybody around. And they're power hungry,
Yeah.
but they don't want to work for it.
They want to give it to them. Everything's about them. They have no humility, no
Yeah,
fucking
they have no humility,
empathy.
no morality. They just don't have it. But if they get a title and they can boss people around,
Yep.
it-
My dad said
it
something that
appeases
freaked
their
me
ego.
out, dude. They talked about the younger generation having like this look where like a lot of them that we like hire, they don't talk or converse or laugh or like act like a human anymore. They just seem very
Robot.
stoic. Like they could kill somebody and it wouldn't affect them at all. That's what my dad said. He just gets that vibe. Like this 16-year-old we hired, he was just stone faced all the time, no matter what I did, no matter what I said. Just
Sociopathic.
yeah, bro. Just like that look in his eyes was just there, like or the lack thereof of look.
Yeah, it's like they're there, but they're not.
Yeah, it's just like they're checked out and not really there. So like nothing phases them. So they just
And
be like,
that's-
okay.
There's a lot of reason for that, and I mean a ton.
Mhm.
It goes from one, the nuclear family. It's estimated that like 60% of families do not have a traditional nuclear family anymore, whether it be the mother gone or the father gone, right?
Yeah.
That's stat A. Stat B, medications. Like today's day and age,
Ugh.
boys are different. Boys are different physically, mentally. They're wired very different from females, right? Or
Mhm.
girls, boys.
Mhm.
You have to. We're creatures of habit, but we're also creatures of rambunctious. We have energy. We have to be physically exhausted every day, and women are just not like that. Girls are not like that.
Mhm.
And so they coop these boys up inside these schools and everything like that, and they're not, getting hands-on with things and, playing at lunch and getting out of the house after school and going to ride a bike or fucking rollerblade or tackle football, something.
Yep. So they're pent
you
up.
know? They're pent up and they're becoming docile.
Yep.
And so, the they act out in school, they act out at home, they get angry quick, you know, and all this other stuff. And so the parents go, well, maybe there's something wrong with my child because the teacher says they're acting out at school, and I need to get them looked at by a professional. And then the doctor turns and says, well, he has
ADD. Yeah.
Yeah, ADD, ADHD, and we need to medicate them and all this other, and then it just goes on a
I-
fucking spiral, dude.
I knew dude. So you said medication. I already knew it was going that way, dude. Because I know. I fucking agree. It is so ridiculous how many times a parent thinks that a child that has energy is ADHD. It's like, no, that kid is young. They have energy more than I have anymore, and it's just the way they are. They're boys, men,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. It's just people first instincts is there's something wrong with my kid. He's bouncing off the walls. Yeah, because he is cooped up in that fucking house all day. Get him outside.
Yeah,
My
Look,
kids
look at
love
the
being outside.
diet, bro. The diet of these kids. What are they eating?
Yeah.
that too.
Yep.
They're eating
McDonald's, fucking Pizza Hut.
Cheerios, like even Cheerios these days. Like no kids
what
gonna
it
eat
used to be.
Cheerios, but you know
High
all these
fructose
sugared
corn syrup.
cereals and everything else. It's
Garbage.
ridiculous.
Shit to put you in the fucking hospital so you keep fucking sucking the tit of the fucking medication and paying in all the goddamn time. And then, oh wait, this medication leads to this. Next, we're getting on a lot of topics tonight, by the way, guys. I'm just- you know, we're touching it all. It's just crazy,
Hmm.
bro.
And you know what the common denominator to all of this is?
Us, we're all seeing it, hearing it. We're all similar in thinking.
Money.
Yeah,
No, I mean every
Agreed.
subject that you touched,
agreed.
the common denominator to every single one of them. Money.
Yep, agreed, bro. It's always greed. Just like I said, nobody has any morals. They can be bought out. Nobody has anything that they believe in, stand behind 100%. This is the line in the sand. You can't buy me because this is what I believe in, and this is not something I'm taking away
Yeah.
from myself.
I have my beliefs. I have my constitution. I have
Yep.
things that are near and dear to me.
They don't care. They just got $1 billion check to do the thing they said they'd never do.
Yep.
Oh, you don't want me to run against so-and-so because I'll win, and you want this person in office? All right, give me money.
Yeah. Cut me a check, 200 mil.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just they're all in cahoots together in there, bro. It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's insane to know and see, and then nothing gets done about it. And then I think to myself, I'm one person. What could I even do to help the situation? You know what I mean? When does it begin?
I could tell you right now one of the greatest achievements of this country and one of our largest flaws as a country. And that's we are a cyclical economy. And what I mean by that is every 4 years we have to vote for a new leader. Every 4 years we have to vote for a new leader. And not one of them agree on a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Everything that Trump did, Biden undid week 1.
Yep.
Everything, week 1. Everything that Obama did, Trump fucking undid week 1. So there's no progress made at all.
Yep.
None.
Always stuck.
And then the other issue, look at our Senate and our Congress, dude. They've been
They
in,
can't even get along with each other.
yeah, and
Inside.
they've been in their fucking role for some of them for 55 fucking years.
Yeah, that's another thing I've heard a long time. There should be fucking terms for
Yep,
everyone.
term limit, 8 years max.
Yep. Because otherwise you get stagnant and you got no reason to leave, so then you can do everything you can to stay in power as long as possible and get your fucking pockets lined.
Well, that's it. You're gonna get your pockets lined. 100%.
Free this, free that, steak meals every fucking dinner, fucking, you know?
Once you're in, you're in.
Yep.
That's it. You're in. So they
Unless
know,
your name
hey,
is Liz Cheney.
yeah, well, yeah, she got out. The point is, you know, once you're in, these companies go, hey, you know, I got a nice fat check with a private jet, and, you know, a little private place in Maui.
Yeah, vote for this so that I can do this.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, we got 10 other laws in there kicked with that one, just so that when you vote for that one, you actually give me 10 things, okay?
Yeah, and that's the other portion too. Comes like that you touch that fucking all of the omnibus fucking
Trying to pass one law.
Yep, one at a time. One at a fucking time. I am
They
sick
can
of
vote
package deals.
American Idol shit. One person with this number attached to it. Every fucking rule, every fucking law ought to be placed across my fucking screen at night and voted for, just like they fucking do for American Idol. Piece of fucking cake.
Yeah, it's fucking frustrating that they throw. Well, if you need to, secure the southern border, well then you have to fund Ukraine and Israel. No,
No, I don't.
no, those
Yep.
those are two entirely different fucking subjects from my southern border.
Yep. But that's how they do it, bro.
Yep.
You know it, I know it,
Pack
and
it
we're
all
talking
together.
about it. Yep.
Yep. It's so unreal. But again, as you stated, what do? I'm one
Yeah.
guy. You're
They're in
one
there
guy.
doing their thing, and
Sorry,
they
one guy.
don't. Yeah.
We have no power. We have nothing left.
Yep. No community, no fucking anything.
Yeah, there's no sense of anything left in this country, dude. There's no
They
camaraderie.
took it away so they could fucking come in and be a fucking all dominating power.
Dude, they say if you're a patriot, you're a terrorist.
Yeah. That's yeah. 100%, bro.
It's like,
Heard that before too. Yep.
what the fuck, dude? Because I believe in my country and I love my country and what it used to stand for.
Yeah. Freedom. Pride in what you do. Take care like your own. Like
Yeah, you
Jesus.
take care of your neighbor. You take care of
Heaven-
your family.
Heaven forbid you fucking do something that's worth a shit and you're proud of it.
Yep, pride is another problem. Can't
Yep.
grab shit anymore.
Yep. Oh, you can't say that. Go fuck yourself. I'll say it any day I want, motherfucker.
Freaking piece of toast.
You guys will see a whole other side of me than when I'm reading with y'all, alright?
Pride is a whole month. It's not a full month.
What did you
It's a
just
whole
say to
month.
me?
Yeah, dude, that's fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's another fucking subject. I'm not even. Cause I will lose my shit.
There is no
I
like
just-
that. It just sounds weird.
When you said that, it made me think of the interview with Morgan Freeman and some other guy, and he said to him, "Well, do you want a White Pride Month? How would you like it if I limited your heritage to 1 month? It should just be all of us,
Wait,
America,
Rhinoceros
like
the
not.
brutes
You
eyes
you
are
guys know what I'm talking about?
white?
That scene or that
Mhm.
clip?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just fucking like, nope.
If you
People
have-
get it, but not
No, they
enough
were
people
red.
say it.
Let me
Half
relegate
sentence,
your
they
entire
are actually
existence to a
red.
month.
Yep, there you go, David. Yep.
It's because everyone's afraid of fucking
I think they're
offending
white, but they
somebody.
have a red
Yep.
like, particle.
I
My
Those
thing is get a fucking helmet, like Candace Owens said.
Yeah. Life's tough. Get a helmet, man.
Yep, she said I'm too pregnant for this shit.
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, that too, right?
It's interesting.
Oh god, some
I
chick
don't-
comes up to ask her a question, and she just looked at her and she said, "I'm too fucking pregnant for this. Life's tough. Get a helmet."
Yeah, it was fucking great.
I loved it. Did Shapiro really fire her because of something she said
No, dude.
about the?
So
I don't think she got fired.
no, she didn't. Ben can't fire.
Okay.
Ben is not the owner of the Daily Wire.
Okay.
There's another guy named Jeffrey something, and he's the actual CFO of the company.
Okay.
But Shapiro did pick a fight with her because she said something about the Palestinian thing and fucking Israel and shit.
Yeah, and he just got offended.
Yeah, well, yeah. I stopped listening to Ben. Right now, I can't listen to him. So
He's too emotional right now.
yes, yeah, he's not separating. He's acting like a lefty.
Yep.
The shaman's eyes are also white.
He's straight up acting like a fucking liberal.
The
just
shaman has green eyes
screaming and
on him.
ranting and raving about, and I get it. I do, and I feel bad for it, but I mean, I
You
have
gotta maintain control.
right. I have empathy
Yeah,
for
thanks.
it. I can't say that I have sympathy for it.
Yo!
Yeah. I feel that. That's a valid statement.
And it's when you're a public figure like that.
You can't act like that, dude.
Correct.
You just because now look, everybody sees you in this light, and it's just not. We're all like thinking, what the fuck?
And
What happened to the guy that used to talk like this and act like that?
well, and not only that,
I didn't have enough
dude.
stamina
Like
to make the
people
jump.
nowadays, they can't form their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They
Is it weird
everyone's
that
on
I write
repeat.
a game that has less
they hear something on the TV, or they hear one of their favorite actors or actresses say something, and now it's law. It was written in the Bible.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's fucking unreal.
Having it all the way down is kind
They
It's
idolize
always something new every day, too, bro. Like, good God.
they idolize these people, and so they pick up their frantic, emotions, and they think that it's actual fact.
Yeah, that's because they revere those people. They put them above their, like, they hold them up to, like, the standards of, I guess, a god or whatever, to them. Like, they just, people that act like that with another person who's just another human being, and they let that control their lives, that's my opinion about it, at least. Like, how you gonna let it, someone else, and what they, like, what you're talking about, the famous people, or whatever.
Yeah, celebrities.
Yeah, how you gonna let that control your life and dictate your day? They don't know you. You don't know them anything.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, you don't know them anything. Like, they're not there for you. They're there for you enough so that you fucking line their pocket.
Yeah, literally.
That's all they care about.
Literally.
They're singing, dancing, performing, so you pay to do their thing to make them money. Of course, they're gonna say they love you and thanks to the fans. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean that's what you do, right? When you're in that position.
That's only because you have to. I mean, there are some who are probably somewhat genuine about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just it's not the majority, sadly.
Correct.
Like you said, people are all about that power, Oh, I can do this and that because I got this money because I did X and Y. And if I keep telling these people this, they'll keep being like, oh my gosh.
So, did you see, and this is scary to think, honestly, did you see earlier this week there was a special Hollywood actor at the Pentagon?
No.
Yeah. Dwayne Johnson.
What? The Rock?
The Rock Johnson.
What's he doing?
There's some serious speculation that he's gearing up to run for some sort of elected official.
Yeah, but why is he going to the Pentagon?
But what?
Nobody knows what position, but his ex-wife, Garcia, is a huge political player behind the scenes, obviously.
Okay.
But
To what end do we know?
we don't, and that's the scary part, because that guy, I like him as an actor. As a person, he's been so wishy-washy on every statement that he's made. He flip-flops.
Yeah, you don't know what he believes in.
Correct. We don't know if he's a libertarian, if he's far lefty. He doesn't believe in firearms at all.
Well, that's crazy considering all the movies he's in.
Yeah. He believes that the
Him and Liam
Second
Neeson.
Amendment. Correct. Yeah. He believes that the Second Amendment was a mistake, and then he flipped back on that statement, and then flipped it back again.
What the fuck?
That the average American should not own an assault rifle.
I'm sorry, but the average American is actually equipped mentally to handle that, because the only time you hear anything is when some person that's not the average normal person takes it too far.
Yeah, he's flip-flopped on that, and then he's been getting political here lately, with like a lot of his posts and stuff on like X or whatever they call it, fucking Twitter. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, I don't either, but he's been getting very political over the last like year or two. Especially with the group of people he's been hanging out with. He's been hanging out with Oprah.
No,
Oprah's huge in the
fuck.
political scene.
Yep.
She's not a politician.
Yep, I know what you mean.
She's part of that group.
Her and someone else are trying to do something over there in Hawaii when that fucking fire or explosion happened, whatever it was.
The Rock.
Trying to buy up the land. Yep.
The Rock was part of that. So, again, why would a Hollywood actor and his ex-wife, who is a huge political pundit, be at the Pentagon,
Yeah. Like what?
touring with senior officials and politicians. So they feel like he's gearing up to run for some
Something.
sort of office, but nobody knows what.
Right. And they're probably like talking to him about, you know, pointers or whatever you want to call it.
I think they're trying to feel him out and see what party he's going to align with, and then after that, if you think about it, it doesn't matter what the dude says, right? It doesn't matter what he believes in personally. He's The Rock. Do you know how many people are going to vote for him just because he's The Rock?
Yeah, exactly.
Because of that following that he has. It's again the cult mentality.
Yep. They don't care about what it stands for. They just care about, oh, that's The Rock. I'm voting for him. I like him as an actor.
Correct. I like him. You know, he's funny in this movie. He was a really good vote. That's
That doesn't matter. That's an act.
correct.
He was
Acting,
funny in a movie. Let's elect him.
Yeah,
Correct.
legit, bro. That's the mentality of the populace anymore. That's the emotional hijacking that people allow to happen to themselves. Like you said,
I mean, you want to know how smart people are? The male actor on on that HBO series, the Showtime.
Dexter?
The chick time travels back and marries some dude.
I don't know, TJ. I don't watch that stuff. I mean, I don't watch that. I don't have a subscription to whatever this is, like Showtime or any of that HBO.
But the guy there, they're always, this couple's always having sex on scene. There was people literally giving him death threats for fornicating and everything else, and he had to like hire attorneys and private security and everything because they thought it was real.
What? The fuck?
He was like, it's acting. It's a scene. We're not really having sex. You know, this is not what's really going on. I'm not really that kind of person. You know, I would never do that. You know, I would never make pornographic imagery. You know,
That's so crazy.
Yeah, people were.
I want to see you parry with that thing, and then
they thought it was real. They believed it, and it's like, well, it's also a show about time traveling. You think that shit's real too?
Right.
Yeah, like, come on.
Oh, Outlander. Okay, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I think that thing
They really were going after this dude, like all out. I mean, because they believe.
This is crazy, dude.
Like, people are dumb.
All right, ladies and gents.
What if all of your weapons had movement?
What time is it?
It's 12:30 my time.
Oh my god, I'm an hour ahead of y'all.
It's late, Nikki.
Yeah.
Fuck,
yeah.
I should go to bed. I like talking. This is a good time.
Yeah, I agree.
Ugh. Well, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna head out too and take a nap.
Yep.
All right.
Later.
My kids will come down at like 7:30 and wake my ass up. I'm sure.
All right, you got like 2 hours.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly right, bro. Night, guys.
Good night.
I'm out too, Zuri.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
Wait, parry with it, parry with it. Maybe not. Oh, it does work. Uh-oh. Just keep your ears peeled for growlers. Those trolls. Yeah. They can. That's what I'm saying. And they're huge. So, yeah, just if you see one, you either gotta kill it.
Hey, what's going on, man? What you up to tonight? Can you hear me okay out there?
Hey, Lola.
Hey, Bob. What you doing?
Standing on the side of the road.
Fun. Oh my gosh. You're not gonna believe this. There is a guy standing on the side of the road who looks just like you. I'm about to hit him. Oh, sorry. It's my phone. Sorry. A lot of stuff in here. Makeup, keys, rubber band ball, deck of cards, stapler, flashlight, mini fan. I like to record my thoughts. Note to self, clean out your purse. Oh, here it is. Hello? Hi. Oh, nothing. I'm just on a date with a really cute guy. He's sitting across from me right now. He's totally looking at me. Oh, no, wait. Now he's looking down. Now he's looking around. Oh, nope. He's looking at me again. I better go. Okay, call me later. Bye.
Friend of yours?
Nope. Wrong number. Oh, is there butter in this? I'm not supposed to have butter. I'm allergic to butter. Oh, no wait, it's gluten, not butter. I'm allergic to gluten. No wait, not gluten, pollen. Oh no wait, I love pollen. Is there pollen? Can I get some pollen? You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not allergic to gluten. Actually, maybe just one little taste. Oh, oh, that's good. Oh, maybe just one more. Oh, one more. Just one more. You can really taste the pollen. Are you gonna eat yours? So what do you have planned for after dinner?
How about a movie? We'll just sit together, watch a movie, and not talk. That'll be nice.
This is so good. I'm so glad I'm not allergic to butter. Do you like this movie? I love this movie. Oh, it's so sad, but like uplifting too. It's like a feel-good movie. A sad, feel-good movie. It's funny also, and scary. Oh, oh, this is the best part. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I hate this part. Sorry. I love this part. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Wow, that was a good movie.
And now, your feature presentation.
So basically,